What's up, everyone, and welcome to the channel. This your girl Alicia, and I am back with another video. Okay, now y'all, let's get into it, because Timothy Savage, Jocelyn Savage's father, went live to basically say that he does not know where his daughter is. He has not seen or heard from his daughter in 6 years, and that he believes that his daughter has been unalived, or she has either been held captive against her will. He also says that he wants to visit R. Kelly behind bars, and that he has been in contact with his lawyer, but that his lawyer says that his daughter is fine and that he should not worry about anything. So I want you guys to take a listen, like, share, subscribe, and also leave a comment with your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section, and I will catch you on the next video upload.
She became schizophrenic is because of the trauma that she went through in a younger childhood, which is a true story, by the way. It's one of the writers, it's a long story, but I kind of inherit some of her stuff. But anyway, the writer that wrote the movie is a very true story. So it made me think about all the trauma that Jocelyn has experienced over this whole entire thing. And she could be in a situation where she could be schizophrenic. I don't know. Sometimes schizophrenic people have 3 different personalities, and it comes from trauma. No, she hadn't been diagnosed with that, but it can happen to anybody that went through a lot of trauma. So she has not been diagnosed with no schizophrenia or nothing like that. I'm just saying what I saw on Halle Berry show. I'm trying to find out why she won't talk to her younger sister, Jalen, Jory, her grandparents. She got one grandparent left now. The other 2 has passed on, and she only one grandmother that worries about her consistently over and over and over and over again. She asks about Jocelyn all the time, and I'm afraid that she's just trying to, as she's getting up in age, she's worried about her grandchild. So I can respect that. So I'm just trying to make sure that she get a chance to see her grandchild. So my intentions to come on here today is, one is her birthday. It's been since 2016, I want to say, and since the last time we really saw her or even really spoke to her. We was in Chicago about 3 years after that. I'm trying to think. In Chicago, that's when her and Azrael had got into it or something. And we was in Chicago, we was in court. And she really acted like a whole new different person. And that's the reason why I mentioned sort of the Frank and Alice movie that Halle Berry played in. Let me be clear. Jocelyn has never been in a situation to where anybody that I know have ever touched her, ever did any bodily harm to her. I was very protective of my girls. I'm very protective of them. So for her to be in this type of situation is very hard and for me to go through. Of course, she was 19. She wasn't under the age of 18. Well, I haven't done that on her social yet. An alert on there. Since there's certain things you can do when you have a young lady that's of age. There's certain things you can do and try to help her. Just as in the movie Frank and Alice, when people get of age, even though they're going through a lot of trauma and they don't even recognize the trauma that they're going through, about time they finally realize it can be too late, or you can help them, try to get through the trauma that they're going through. So my intentions is, one, yes, private investigator. That is one that needs to happen. And Azrael, do you know if Azrael has any communication with her? I don't think so, the best of my knowledge. I try to stay away from the Clares as far as possible. I don't deal with people who are not on the same level I'm on, or I don't even like to talk about the Clares or Alice or Angelo or his daughter. I like to leave them folks on that side of the sand, and I'm on the other side of the sand. Whatever they got going on, they just keep that over there. So I try to keep them away from me as much as possible. Because we have two different stories, two different sets of things that happen to us and the Clares. Two different ball games, totally different. So I'm trying to keep them as distant, as far away from me as possible. Why y'all at odds with both? We're totally different families, total different, and that's the reason why we have so much of a problem, because they have some real things and things they got to deal with on their side of the family, on their family in the Clares. They got a lot of things they got to deal with. My thing I have to deal with is trying to find out where is Jocelyn, and to make sure she's fine, healthy, and okay. That's been my thing from day one, and it's kind of hard to deal with that when you have the other family come up in your situation all the time, because we're not on the same level in no form or fashion. We're on a whole new different Richter scale. They on that sand over there, and I'm over here. Whole new different family, whole new different situation. I try to keep them separate. My thing is, well, that's my sister on here. Oh, girl, I didn't know you was on here. Hey, what's going on, big sister? Y'all didn't know I had a sister. Yeah, she on here. Hey. So I'm trying to find out, one, is Jocelyn still alive? I'm just keeping it real with you. Two, what city she's in. Three, we need to clarify a lot of stuff that's happened in the past. Even with Rob, I'm going to, I want to visit him in prison. I want to make that happen. I want to visit him in prison, and I want, when I visit him in prison, I want it fully recorded. Nothing to be left out, nothing to be untold, because you guys deserve to know everything, and Rob is not telling everything, and that's where we have a problem. So you guys deserve to know that, and I think that the world deserves to know that. It became a worldistic thing that what happened between Robert and Jocelyn and Savages and so on. So I think that it's only right for us to expose it that way, where they need to know what's going on. Now, once we get Jocelyn in a situation where we can talk to her and get her situated, and if she don't want to talk, whatever, that's fine. I want to just get her the help that she need and deserve, and she don't have to do any type of talking. But at this point, this is a life and death situation that we're going through, and we need to know that she's fine. So I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure I want to schedule this meeting with Robert. And if there's any way possible, I would have live stream from like right now until the time I put my hands on my daughter to make sure, hey Lisa, because it's really been a burden on us not to know where your kid is, and definitely on her birthday, and even to know if she's alive or well. We don't know. We tend to want to know. We tend to want to find out, but we just don't know. It drives my wife nuts. I'm telling you. You have to respect that because she birthed that child, and she deserved to know where her child is at all times. If you don't have that type of emotion or whatever, that's on you. But I think a mother, out of all people, deserve to know where their kid is at. That's just keeping it real. And if you don't feel that way, then you just don't feel that way. But we as the Savages feel that way. And we're going to continue to do that until we put our hands on it. So that's the reason why I want to, I may have to do this full time. I don't know. But it's time to put an end to this. It's been over 7 to 8 years, and it's time to find out if she's well, if she's living first, if she's fine, and where she's at, by any means necessary. And that's just being real. Whoever I have to walk through or walk past to get to my daughter, it's going to have to happen. Just that simple. We've been trying to be quiet about it and trying to give her time. But giving people time, that's fine. But when you don't know if they're still on this earth, that's a whole nother different ball game. If you having those type of feelings, especially as a mother, then mothers knows their kids, right? They knows when their kids are having some problems or having it's in harm's way. And at the end of the day, I'm going to do what's best for Jocelyn and Jocelyn, because that's the mother. Just that simple. Hey, how you doing, Ms. Rogers? You're right. So I think that from this day forth, even if I had to quit my job to go do what I need to do, I'm going to do it. I mean, nothing matters more to me than my daughter and my family. Nothing. And I think that at the end of the day, if I have to do so, I have to do so. Whatever comes behind it, comes behind it. But I think I need to step this up and just, I got to find her. I got to fight so hard that where no matter what the situation is, it's gonna happen. Just that simple. So I think at this point that's what might happen. Because it's turned not me, but it turns my wife apart. Not to know where her daughter's at. It tears me apart too, but it really tears her apart. It tears her sisters apart, especially Jalen. They were so close. And, Jalen doesn't live in Georgia. She lives in Texas. But at the end of the day, she could have went and stayed with her. This is, guys, this is very serious. I'm very serious about what I'm saying. It's just keeping it real. I'm very serious. I haven't tried to contact, I've contacted Rob's attorney. And she's telling me that Jocelyn's fine. Well, she's saying Jocelyn's fine, but she can't never get me in touch with Jocelyn. See, there's a lot of things that I think that I need to have you guys to see on a daily basis what we go through when it comes to this situation. Like, I need to have a video recorder around me 24 hours a day so you can really see and catch what goes on with this situation. Because sometimes you won't believe it. It's dirty cops in Chicago. We done had well-being checks done in Chicago before, and the cops alerting other cops that, alerting Robert's team or whatever to let them know that it's a bunch of mess. It's dirty cops in Chicago. Not all of them got clean hands. And that's being real. A PI, I've tried. That's something else happened. When we first started this journey and we tried to locate Jocelyn, PI contacted me in Jocelyn, and they was acting like they was gonna help us out and this and that. Lord forbid, these PI people was just trying to find out stuff on us, so they were working with Robert at the time. So there's a lot of things that people don't want stuff to come out, but that's one of them right there. So you have to be careful what PIs was working at that time. So that's during that time. Robert ain't gonna never be broke. I can tell you that right now. He got too many royalties. As long as they keep on playing his music, he's never gonna be broke. He got too many artists he has messed with. He may not be able to touch his money, or somebody may be having a trust over his monies, but he would never be broke. See, that's just keeping it real. All right, so we're going to keep this professional. I don't know who DD is, but I'm going to put her on, and let's see what she's got to say here. Hold on. Dang, she went away. I was going to put her on. For some reason, she went away. Hold on, let's see if we can get her back. Maybe she may know something that I don't know. Oh, let's see here. She said, "Hey, Timothy, I tried to put you on, but some reason, try to do a request again. I can put you on the video, if you don't mind." Okay, let me see now. Let's see. Are you there? I don't know why I didn't. Hold on. Okay, there you go. Hello? We can't hear you.
No.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
I can barely hear you.
No. Should I type instead?
I'm sorry. I can't see your face for some reason. It's kind of dark in the room. I apologize. Because it's got other people on here viewing. Go ahead. Hello? You probably need to be in some... Oh, there we go. Thank you. Well, it went back dim. Oh, you putting the key in?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's much better.
So, I was thinking, sorry, I'm in the dark. I'm putting the kids to sleep.
No worries.
I don't have any personal advice, because I've never been in this situation. But what I can say is keep fighting. Don't give up on her. And I feel like you guys are doing a great job with continuing to fight for your daughter. She needs that. She needs that support. And even though you don't have direct contact with her, the support, right, the energy that's being put out there, I feel like is eventually gonna touch her.
Right.
So don't give up.
You know, it's people like you that make us want to fight. It was people that, you know, at first when we first came out, it was horrible. People didn't believe it. They didn't know. They was like all over the place. They was trolling me and my wife page. They was doing all type of things, right?
I remember that. I remember. I've been following you guys for the past couple of years, and I remember a lot of harsh comments. And you're gonna get that. I guess that comes with the journey, you know.
Right.
But just keep ignoring them and keep staying strong.
Right. Thank you. I really do appreciate that.
Welcome.
Me and my wife do appreciate that because it's been hard now. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but at the end of the day, we didn't do nowhere near what these other families has done. And I'm just keeping it real. That's just keeping it real. But if you got anything else you want to say or anything else you could think of, you know, you can always DM me or DM Jay, and we're gonna fight this battle